Good morning, everybody. Today is October the 23rd, Friday. I'm going to walk you through what we have going on today. So click on this second 9 weeks, week 9 folder. Go into Friday's folder. You'll see our daily agenda says complete the daily warm discussion question, watch today's directions video, and then begin working on / brainstorming for the Coming of Age 2020 project. Some notes, make sure your digital portfolio is up to date, and check for any missing assignments and complete them ASAP. So our discussion question is, how has 2020 challenged or changed you? So write out your comment here, and I guarantee you there's a lot of challenges and a lot of changes for a lot of us here. So type in what's happened for you. Hit post and you're good. Back into Friday's folder. So we have a contest. It's called Coming of Age in 2020, a special multimedia contest for teenagers in the U.S. This is put on by the New York Times. So it says, what has 2020 been like for you? This is a tumultuous year that has changed us all, but perhaps no generation has been more affected than yours. We want to hear about your experiences in whatever way you want to tell us about them, whether in words or images, audio or video. The aim of this project is to create the richest possible portrait of what it's like to be a teenager in America 2020. And then here's the link that will take you to the actual New York Times. So we're talking, this is a real in-depth article about it. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, give you some ideas of what you're looking at. But here's what you need to know. The contest date runs from September 10th through November 12th. How to submit it, what to submit, the rules, teachers, resources, students, frequently asked questions, and then what you need to submit here and what to submit. So this is kind of look at the link there. But if you go back into our class tile and you open up the slideshow, putting it together, it's a very lengthy slideshow, but a lot of it is just information. So we have Coming of Age of Project 2020, artifacts plus description equals project. So your artifacts, up to 2 artifact options. Can be essays, including personal, opinion, or even informational essays, diary entries, poems, songs, or raps, either just the lyrics or recordings, interviews, or if you're just a student journalist, reported stories, letters, email exchanges, or text messages, photos or GIFs, original, created by you, illustrations, drawings, collages, or paintings, comics or political cartoons, videos, podcasts, or soundscapes, graphs, charts, or maps, or anything else you can upload digitally to tell some part of the story of your experience of 2020. The rules of your artifacts. Whatever you send must somehow relate to the local, national, or global news that affected our lives in 2020, even if the connection is stubble, like that means even very little. Your work can be funny, sad, raw, polished, focused, or a tiny moment last April, or on an entire global movement. Each participant can submit up to 2 pieces in any written, visual, audio, or auditory or audio genre you can upload digitally. You can work alone or you can work with others or do both. Rules for submission. The writing that you send, regardless of the genre, must not be more than 150 words. Our forms allow us to use line breaks and spacing as you choose. Videos and audio recordings can be no longer than 2 minutes. Videos should be uploaded to YouTube and audio should be uploaded to SoundCloud. You'll provide the URL. Photographs should be no larger than 10 megabytes. You cannot submit anything you have already published elsewhere, including a school newspaper. However, you can send in the work you have previously posted on social media if the work is your own. Please do not send a link to the social media post itself, however, just the work. Your description or artist statement. Your description is your pitch to the audience that explains what your artifact represents about your experience in 2020. Tell the audience when, where, how, and why you created the piece, and how it relates to our theme of being a teenager during this extraordinary year. So this is the project that we're going to start brainstorming today. So the question was, how has 2020 challenged you or changed you? That's a question that the Learning Network is asking students as the 2021 school year begins. We want to encourage teenagers everywhere to reflect on this tumultuous year and record and react to the dramatic events like the pandemic, the protest for racial injustice, or the 2020 election that will define your generation. And if you are a teenager who lives in the United States, we're also inviting you to submit your work to our related multimedia contest called Coming to Age in 2020. The contest runs from September the 10th through November the 12th. And ask young people to submit photos, essays, video, diary entries, comics, poems, songs, graphs, illustrations, or anything else you'd like to upload digitally that somehow expresses what it's like to be a teenager right now. Step 1, consider the artifacts you already have. By the time you read this, 2020 will be at least 2/3 over. What records of this time do you have? Even if you don't think of yourself as an artist or a writer, You have created a powerful artifact of your experience, whether photos, journal entries, sketches, social media posts, text, emails, videos, letters, or something else. If you read our contest rules, you'll know that you can tell us almost anything about being a teenager in 2020 in almost any format as long as you can upload it digitally. You already have more than you realize. Take some time to inventory what you've made this year, even if you've never imagined it could be meaningful. These might include images on your camera roll, journals, diaries, or sketchbooks, social media posts, text, emails, or letters, things that you have bought or used often this year. What did you notice? What pieces stand out? Why? So, thinking about your artifact from 2020, images on your camera roll, journals, diaries, or sketchbooks, social media posts, text, emails, or letters, things that you bought or used often this year. What did you notice? What pieces stand out? Why? What what does this full collection say about you and what you valued, noticed, and experienced? So this is your time to kind of brainstorm, guys. You can add slides to here and kind of just start putting all that stuff in there. And then we'll start slowly as the 9 weeks goes on. Over the next couple of weeks, we're slowly going to spend every Thursday, Friday, kind of just working on this project. So that way you can have it, you can either submit it into the contest or you can just, and you'll obviously have to turn in for a grade, but if you want to submit it for the contest rules, by all means do so. All right. Have a great day, guys. And I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye, guys.